give praise and honor to the God of Israel on his Sabbath day. So today we're gonna, let me give you the title. The title is God Controls the Weather and the Elements, Not Mother Nature. God controls the weather and the elements and not Mother Nature or man. That's what I mean. Test it. You? Anyway, we're going to roll with it. I get a lot of questions dealing with the weather. And people like to talk about the weather when it's bad. And they never want to associate it with, with God when it's bad. Or even sometimes, and most times, good. And I just want to make sure people understand that God uses the weather as a tool to carry out his corrections, his mercy, and his punishments. Well, people in the world, they tend to disrespect God and say, Mother Nature did it. God ain't got no wife. God ain't got no mother. So who are you talking about? It's so disrespectful when they talk this way about God, and they say man is controlling the earth weather with global warming. About all this pollution that's going on in the earth is supposed to make the earth warmer. God controls all this. He controls the temperature, he controls rain, he controls everything.
Yes.
Just to bring out what he feels fit for that situation. And we need to understand that. We need to understand that. The weather is a very big part. Most of all, it's going to be a big part in those 7 trumpets. But I want to make sure y'all understand that nobody controls the weather but God. Nobody. Not no heart machine. You see on the news, somebody, it make the world have an earthquake. All this stuff they come up with, these little devices. And they're just discrediting God. They don't understand, they're disrespecting him. Like he can like this man can control this. But we're going to get into the lesson, let the Bible tell you this. We're going to turn to Job chapter 37 and start with verse 1. Because man don't understand this. And a lot of people don't understand this. The weather is God's tool. He uses it to weed out the evil people in the earth. He uses it to help people in the earth. And the elements also. So we're going to turn to Job chapter 37 and verse 1. Somewhat understand how God do it, because we don't totally understand God. He gives us bits and pieces in his book. So verse 1, brother, go ahead.
At this also my heart trembled and is moved out of his place.
Yes, sir.
Hear attentively the noise of his voice and the sound that goeth out of his mouth.
So Job, he's seeing all this weather going around, and it's troubling him. Like most of us, when the weather starts, it should trouble you. Because God is working his business, and he's trying to bring a correction in the world. And Job will listen to all the thunderings and lightnings and all this stuff that goes down in the earth. And he was like, I'm trying to figure out what's going on, comprehend this. Go ahead.
He directed it under the whole heaven.
Who directed it?
He, the Lord.
The Lord. He directed it under the whole heaven.
Amen.
If you don't know what heaven is, look up in the sky in the clouds. He directed everything down here on this earth. He directed. Not a heart machine. Not a machine to make the earth flood. Not a machine that can make clouds. I see a lot of this stuff online. And actually, fool is almost like they're a magician, and you fall for the trick every time. And I fall for the trick sometimes too. Oh yeah, they made this right here. They can make a cloud. And soon to be it's gonna rain. Man, the magician, that's all they doing. Go ahead.
He directed it under the whole heaven, and his lightning unto the ends of the earth.
Yes, sir.
After it a voice roareth. He thundereth with the voice of his excellency, and he will not stay them when his voice is heard.
His voice was thundering with the voice of excellency, and he will not stay them when the voice is heard. Meaning when God calls a command out of his voice, it comes like a thunder. It comes with power. And we see this weather how it comes. It comes with a whole lot of power. And we was involved in some of it about 2 months ago, that hurricane. And believe me, if you don't pay attention to that, sit your behind down and just pray to God that he won't hit your home or hit your house, just so he can protect you. So you look down and say, oh, they understand what's going on. And you just skip over that house right there.
He's able.
Because we see it all the time. We see a house destroyed, then we see the house next to it is up. God saw fit that that house didn't get destroyed. He must have seen something in that person. And we see other houses just demolished. But God looks out for his people in this weather. Go ahead.
Verse 5, God thundereth marvelously with his voice. Great things doeth he, which we cannot comprehend.
And we can't comprehend that. Why did God destroy this house and then destroy that house? I thought that person over there was evil and this person over here was good. We can't comprehend that. He knows it. He looks in our mind to see what's going on. He have his own pathway of doing things. He said, my ways are not your ways. My thoughts are not your thoughts. So stop trying to figure me out.
Come on. Come on.
And this weather is a big part of it because we see so much of it today. And he uses it to correct us. Go ahead.
For he says to the snow,
God talking to snow?
be thou on the earth, likewise to the small rain, and to the great rain of his strength.
So he's talking to the snow, the earth. Be on the earth. But when you're looking at people, you thinking it's a Greek mythological God. You got gods that's supposed to control the snow, control the rain. These people got all kind of gods in this earth. And you look at them on the big screen on the movie theater. Who they got named Aquaman, he's supposed to control the water. They done made him out of a god. Some kids actually believe this. Like a man control water. He don't control jack. God control it. Go ahead, brother.
He sealeth up the hand of every man,
Yes, sir.
that all men may know his work.
He sealed it up now. He gonna make it the way he want to make it. Go ahead.
Then the beasts go unto dens, and remain in their places.
This is when the beasts go into their den in hibernation. When it's so cold, they go and hibernate. Like, oh, I can't go out there, it's snowing. Time for me to hibernate for the winter. Go ahead.
Out of the south cometh the whirlwind, and cold out of the north.
Yes, sir.
By the breath of God frost is given, and the breath of the waters is strained.
We sit up here talking about God. We ain't heard Mother Nature. We ain't heard it on the machine. We heard nothing. But what the world tell us? They control it. The people of the world and Mother Nature. God ain't got no mother. He ain't got no wife. He's a man. He only have himself and Jesus on that throne right now, and the angels. Go ahead.
Verse 11. Also by watering he wearieth the thick cloud. He scattereth his bright cloud.
Yes, sir.
And it is turned round about by his counsels, that they may do whatsoever he commanded them upon the face of the world in the earth.
Who commanded the elements? Who commanded the weather?
Amen.
God is doing it. So when something bad happens, don't say the devil did it. No, you say God did it. Don't say, oh, that's a natural disaster. No, God is a natural disaster. God did it. Don't say the universe. I hear this crap all the time. The universe. Man, Man, put some respect on God's name. He did it. What he do it for? Go ahead.
He causes it to come, whether for correction or for his land or for mercy.
See, I told you. He caused it to come for what? Correction. Or his land and mercy. This ain't just something that so often just happens. It's a reason. And people don't understand this. And they get so terrified of rain, lightning, and all that stuff. No, you need to be terrified of God. Say, God, don't strike me down. This is what you need to have respect for him. Because God controls the weather. He controls the elements. And so many people put so much emphasis on global warming. Oh, we got all this pollution in this earth. Don't get me wrong. It's a lot of pollution tearing up the world, but it don't control the weather. It don't control the globe. God controls it.
Amen.
Go ahead.
Hearken unto this, O Job. Stand still and consider the wondrous works of God.
He said, hearken unto this old Job to stand still. He wants Job to understand this now. Don't get in your mind like you understand me. I want you to read this and write it down, or write it down why I'm telling you this. So you'll understand it. I control this. Because Job got into his little feeling like he was on the same level as God. And God had to check him. He's like, man, you don't know how I created this. I'm just giving you the information to write down.
Amen.
But he said something right there. He said about correction. Let's go to Isaiah chapter 24 and verse 1. Let's see why God uses the weather to correct the earth for mercy. This might not be your problem. I had a brother who asked me this question and he wanted me to do a study on it. So I said, okay, I'll do it. Ain't nothing to me. Everything ain't in here. Everything. Ain't nothing this world doing that God ain't wrote about. It's just that your pastor too dumb to figure it out. He's stuck on money. Let's see how he does it and why. And why is he using the weather? Isaiah 24 verse 1. Go ahead.
Behold, the Lord maketh the earth empty, and maketh it waste,
Yes.
and turneth it upside down, and scattereth abroad the inhabitants thereof.
When these disasters hit, don't he scatter people upside down? When all these, they say natural disasters, I say God disasters hit, people get to running. They get to trying to find shelter because they know they can get caught up in it and hurt. Go ahead.
And it shall be, as with the people, so with the priest, as with the servant, so with his master, as with the maid, so with her mistress, as with the buyer, so with the seller,
Yes, sir.
as with the lender, so with the borrower, as with the taker of usury, so with the giver of usury to him.
God said he turning everybody upside down in this earth. Everybody. He don't leave nobody out. In some shape, form, or fashion, the weather will affect you. Or effect you, whichever way before we go. Affect you. He telling us right here, he gonna leave this land utterly empty, upside down, as we go on in the world. So get prepared for this. See more and more disasters because the world is so evil right now. We are living in a time of Noah. He said, when I come back, it's going to be like in the days of Noah. This is the time right here. And he's telling us about this weather and what he's doing with it. Go ahead.
The land shall be ultimately empty and ultimately spoiled.
Yes, sir.
For the Lord has spoken this word.
Go ahead.
The earth mourneth and fadeth away. The world languishes and fadeth away. The haughty people of the earth do languish.
Why the earth is languishing? I mean, it's suffering. Why? All this natural disaster coming upon the earth. Go ahead. He's going to tell you here.
The earth also is defiled under the inhabitants thereof.
He said the earth is also defiled under the inhabitants, meaning people. People are making it defiled. People are destroying the earth. God uses the weather to come back and correct people. Go ahead.
Because they have transgressed the laws.
Transgress what?
The laws.
That means you broke God's law. Look what's going on in the world. Homosexuality is like job security right now. They have transgressed the law and they have made this law of homosexuality right. People scared to say anything about it. Look at Kevin Hart. Kevin Hart had to find out the hard way. They went after he's supposed to host the Oscars. And they said, nah, you had said some pretty harsh things to gay people. Because he said, look, if my son get caught playing with a dog, I'm going to beat him in the head with it. He said, I'm not homophobic. I'm not against homosexual. Do what you want to do, but I don't want my son to be raised like that. Oh, the Oscar committee said, no, we can't have that. He did this years ago. It wasn't even really harsh. But they transgressed the law. This is why the world is having all these disasters happen. Because God uses disaster to correct stuff. As we're going to find out in this lesson. Go ahead. Verse 6.
I didn't finish 5.
Okay.
The earth also is defiled under the inhabitants thereof.
Yes, sir.
Because they have transgressed the laws, changed the ordinance, broken the everlasting covenant.
Yes, sir. Glad you went back and read that. Changed the order. They changed the Sabbath day to Sunday. They said they've broken the everlasting covenant. There's no law. Jesus died on the cross. The law's been done away with. This is what they tell you in the Sunday churches.
Exactly.
Why are you trying to bring that old stuff and the new stuff? Ain't nothing new, brother. Only thing new is that you a new dummy in the scriptures. You playing Russian roulette with your life. Go ahead.
Therefore has the curse devoured the earth.
Has the what?
The curse devoured the earth.
The curse devoured the earth. But when you sit up and when you and I sit up and break the law continuously, God said, look, I'm going to turn this earth upside down. And how I do it is by the weather. Go ahead.
Therefore the curse devoured the earth, and they that dwell therein are desolate. Therefore the inhabitants of the earth are burned, and few men left.
This is what it is. This is what it is. Burned, whether with fire or whether by any type of disaster that will hurt you. Let's turn to Revelation chapter 7 and 1. But God protects his people now. He said he protects his people, and I want y'all to understand, we can't run for none of this natural disaster because we don't know where it's coming at. All the thing we can run to is the law, because God said, I'm going to seal my people. Don't hurt them in a natural disaster, whatever you want to call it, in a hurricane, in a flood, or whatever. We're going to find out God will protect his people through anything. Revelation chapter 7 and verse 1. Go ahead, brother.
And after these things I saw 4 angels.
Yes, sir.
Standing on the 4 corners of the earth, holding the 4 winds of the earth, that the wind should not blow on the earth, nor on the sea, nor on any tree.
Who controlling that? God. He's controlling. He told the angels, hold the wind. Don't let the wind blow. Don't let the wind blow upon the earth, or the sea, or the trees. Why? Go ahead.
And I saw another angel ascending from the east, having the seal of the living God.
Yes, sir.
And he cried with a loud voice to the 4 angels, to whom it was given to hurt the earth and the sea, saying, hurt not the earth, neither the sea, nor the trees, till we have sealed the servant of our God in their foreheads.
Wait a minute now. God said, don't hurt nothing until you have sealed his servant. Because it's going to be all around us in these last days. But if you got the seal of God on you, which you're going to find out what the seal is, you should already know, follow his laws. If you got that, he'll protect you through it. You can ultimately save you and your family. Go ahead.
And I heard the number of them which were sealed. And there were sealed 144,000 of all the tribes of the children of Israel.
Did you read 3?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, I can read it if you want.
Yeah, read over.
Saying, hurt not the earth, neither the sea, nor the trees, till we have sealed the servants of our God in their foreheads. And I heard the number of them which were sealed, and there was sealed 144,000 of all the tribes of the children of Israel.
Understand, God started with Israel first. 144,000. This is in the generations up to now, us. It's going to be 12,000 people sealed. From Reuben, Simeon, Asher, all these different tribes you're going to have upon this earth till the coming of the Lord. Israelites are still here. Why? Because we're the leaders. We're supposed to teach the people how to be protected from our God. This ain't just telling me that Israel going to be saved. Only Israel going to be sealed. No. Jump down to verse 9, because I like to read this for the Israelite brothers, thinking that it's only Israel going to be saved. Israel going to be sealed. Go ahead, verse 9.
After this I beheld, and lo, a great multitude, which no man could number, of all nations.
Wait a minute. All nations?
All nations.
Go ahead.
And kindreds, and people, and tongues stood before the throne, and before the Lamb, clothed with white robes and palms in their hands.
As long as you in Israel, and you find the law, statutes, and commandment, you can be sealed too. You can be helped through this tribulation period. But I want to make sure y'all understand that God seals his people and he protects his people. Now let's go find out what's the seal. Let's go to Deuteronomy chapter 6, verse 1. Let's understand the seal of God. Because it ain't no rubber sticker. You gotta have something on you, in your mind. Like he going like, boom, let me see your forehead. Boom, let me see your forehead. No. It's not no rubber sticker. He try to look in that brain. See what that brain working with. The seal. Deuteronomy 6 and verse 1. Let's understand the seal of God. And what are you looking for? Because we need to know to protect ourselves and our family. We ain't playing around with this.